Hello, Virgo. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. This reading is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and it is a general reading for March 20, or I keep doing that. August 2023. I've done that in a couple different readings where I said March. I'm like, where's March coming from? Anyway, for August, and we're going to take a look at current situation, past and present influences, negative and positive influences, what you don't see, what to look for, challenge, future influence, outcome, and advice. So this is general, so it may or may not resonate. Take a look at your other placements if either you want more information or if this one doesn't resonate, could very well resonate with something else. So I'm using Somnia Tarot Illustrated Edition today. And let's just give it one more second, Virgo. Okay, what do our Virgos need to know? What do our Virgos need to know? Cut the deck. It's happened to me twice. Okay. Virgo. Present situation, current situation. King of Cups. That's a nice energy, regardless of what that is. Past influence. Six of Swords. Future influence. Ace of Cups. Nice stuff going on here. Negative. Seven of Cups. Positive. Eight of Wands. What you don't see. Tower. What to look for. Seven of Wands. Challenge. Five of Wands. I've had a couple. You know what? I think I just put those away wrong. Five of Wands, because that was in another reading. I think I put it away upside down. Sometimes if I find a card that's reverse, I leave it because I shuffle intently on not reversing them. So sometimes I feel like they need to be, but that was in my last reading. So future influence is Eight of Cups. And outcome, I will keep to myself. Advice. The Devil. So this is at the bottom of the deck, and this has to do something with you cutting free from something. So then this deck, this Fool, he cuts himself free from those ropes, and then he's like, okay, I'm going, and he goes. He's got his journal with him, so he's got his notes, so he's taking that with him. So in every Fool card, almost the Fool has something he's taking with him. His knapsack, in this case, it's his dream journal, so he's taking that. But the key in this card to me is that he's freed himself. So there's something that has happened to you recently, or this reading is all about that freedom that you've given yourself. This has to do with that decision you made to cut your ropes and jump and go into something new. Your current situation is the King of Cups. So I do feel like there is something in the now that it could be another energy. I don't think it's you. It's either a feeling or another person that feels very, very relaxed. How about that? When I say relaxed, like the King of Cups he's his throne is on water, so goes with the flow, and I feel like that's the energy. It kind of just feels relaxed, like there's no crap, no I gotta do this, I gotta do that. There's just going with the flow, just doing the thing, and it feels very easy to me. So the energy I'm feeling inside of me is just very easy, very nice, it feels very good. So the Six of Swords, I feel like, is coupled with this. It was the decision you made to leave something, and that's why you cut those ties, you left. The good thing with the Six of Swords, though, it's a good leaf, right? It's about you weren't in a good place, so you're like, no, I'm leaving. And the five swords that are in the sand are about lessons learned. And in this deck, I feel more like it's about I'm leaving that. I'm leaving that past behind, and I'm going to go find something better. And that makes me feel better. That's better for me, whatever that is. Your present influence is the Ace of Cups. So I do feel like there is some kind of energy, probably with someone that's making you feel very adored, male or female. It doesn't matter. Just, you know, that feeling when someone just really makes you feel like they think the world of you, but it's not like this. Um, it doesn't feel over passionate. So I'm sorry if that's what you're looking for, but it doesn't. It feels very um, sweet and nice, and like they really do think a lot of you. Like they think a lot of you, and it's nice, and you probably, you may or may not think a lot. All of a sudden I got a feeling that maybe you don't think quite the same, but you like how they make you feel, because it just feels like they appreciate you. Again, it goes back to that easy energy of that king. So this is present influence, and that's part of the easiness of it, and it feels good and it feels right. There's some choices out there that's really, this is obstacle more than negative. So the Seven of Cups, I feel like there is like things that you're looking at, way too many things right now. You're trying to do too much. You're trying to make permanent decisions. You've got this really nice, easy energy, but you're convoluting it with, what do I do now? Where do I go? What do I do? You know, and you're convoluting it with choices that you probably don't need to make right now. That's what I feel like this is. It's more of an obstacle for you. Um, it's something to think about and go, well, you know what? Let's just enjoy this now. Like, enjoy the now. That's going to be really important, I think. For some reason, I'm feeling that way. The Eight of Wands is your positive influence. And with this Eight of Wands, a lot of times I feel like it's someone just kind of watching that. But that's more when it's like, but I feel like that's kind of what you're doing. And I feel like it might be good for you. Like there's this, again, that easy, something's coming in, but it's easy. Everything's good. Everything's flowing. Everything's go with the flow. You know, it's just really got a very easy feel to it right now. So I think take advantage of that feel, because what you don't see is things are going to change. So live in the now and enjoy that feeling, because the tower is in what you don't see. So there is something that is going to change, that's going to rock your world a little bit, a lot of it, a lot. Actually, I do. I feel that way because I will say, like, I don't have majors other than your advice, but I do feel like um, this is going to be it. Not, maybe not a big deal, like, but it's definitely a change, and it is going to affect you, and you will feel it. What to look for is the Seven of Wands. And so that tells me that you will probably have to, at some point here shortly, look for defending yourself, because I feel like you're going to have to. There's something going to happen, and I think it has to do with the tower, that's going to make you go, okay, now I need to defend myself here. Why do I need to defend myself? You know, I almost feel like you don't think you should need to, but you are like, watch that. What do you really need to defend yourself? That's another thing to look at. Do you? You know, sometimes we try to defend ourselves and we don't need to. Like we're doing something we really don't need to do. Maybe there's a little bit of a guilt behind it, or I don't know, there's something, you know, something happening, because your challenge is the Five of Wands. So there is still conflict somewhere. And I feel like it probably has to do with something, the ties that you had there. So this comes in and you're still conflicted. But I do feel like it has direct relation to these choices. But I feel like you're trying to put too much on your plate when you don't need to. If it's a choice you don't need to make right now, don't make it. Like, don't put yourself through the Five of Wands. Five of Wands can be a stressful card. It can be competition, but because there's so much energy behind it, it can be a little bit intimidating. So, and in this case, he's trying to blow out the candle. Well, that's the key here. That's the challenge, is you need to put that flame out and put that behind you, and you're not doing it. You're keeping it there. You're keeping it right in front of you, and you keep going over and over and over, and you keep going, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? There's nothing you could do. Stop. There you have it. How about that? And I'm going to tell you that with the devil as your advice too. So future, you're going to walk away from it. You're going to decide it's not worth it. It's just not what, and it's not this energy in the now. It's not. It's all of this stuff around it. You've got all of these side things going on that are convoluting this nice, easy energy you have. You have some really good stuff going on, but you're causing your own conflicts here. And so you're gonna go, you know what? I'm done. I don't need this conflict. You will decide that, and that will influence towards the end of the month. You'll be more like willing to truly walk away. So this is even, you have the Fool, you have Six of Swords, but this is even that next step of the Eight of Cups is almost a spiritual card where you have a calling. Stop denying yourself this calling, and you will realize that, and you'll realize that it's more than just you taking that leap of faith. It has to do with a true calling for you. You're going to be surprised. This change, though, does change how you feel. Like you're just going to go, yeah, no, I don't need this conflict. I don't need it. I got this nice, easy thing going on here, and I'm just going to stay in that flow. Your outcome is the Ace of Swords. You're going to have complete and total clarity. You're going to be speaking really clearly in the future, in the near future here, the end of the month. I feel like you're going to have a aha moment, and that's all has to do with that Eight of Cups energy as well, that you're going to go, yeah, I just don't need it. And it's going to be clear to you why you don't need it. And this Tower has to happen. So if something feels frustrating when this Tower happens, it has to happen. Otherwise, you won't see everything clearly. So keep that in mind, that this has to happen. And it has to happen this way, frustrating or not. Your advice is the Devil. I feel like this is stop tying yourself down. You're doing it. You're making choices here. You're making choices to have too many choices. Stop it. Like the Devil's all about you're just tying yourself back up again. You've freed yourself. Why do you want to go back into those ropes again? Why do you want to do that? Because you're doing it to yourself. Sorry, but you are. I like to be blunt about this stuff because I do feel, and I don't mean to be disrespectful. It's not that at all, because I do respect hurt, pain, hard things. What I do in my reading, though, is sometimes the reason why we're asking for readings is because we just need to hear it come from someone else. We know these things. Like, I can guarantee you 90% of the people that are listening to this go, yeah, I know. Stop telling me what I know. I mean, it's true. It's true. Like, because we're good. Sometimes we just need to have that those words coming from someone else. And sometimes when the cards tell us, it's like, okay, it's not just me. I know that I really need to do this. So that's where you're at. Just don't let yourself get caught up, man. Don't do it. You've got some really nice energies here. So keep those energies. So there you have it, Virgo. I hope you enjoyed that reading. I actually did, because I think I'm jealous of the way, the energy's in the now for you. That feels really good. When I'm doing readings, I actually feel those ways. Like I feel them, and I'm like, oh man, I want to be there. So, so jealousy, man. No, I'm not that kind of person, but yeah, it's nice energy. So there you have it. Take care and have a beautiful day.